Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm really testing out some new software here um, for live broadcasting and stuff. And also, I was in a Facebook group where someone had a quick question, so I thought, hey, it'd be a great way for me to test out not only the live software, but also, show that person how what they're asking for can be done very quickly in Shortcuts a lot. Five. If you're watching this live, hey, welcome, hello. Feel free to comment and everything. And let me go ahead and pull up this here. All right. Yeah, you saw a thumbs up there. Anyways, hey guys. So one of the questions that someone was coming up with anyway is there a way to have text like this and sort of have this pattern just be stamped out of of this anyway, so it would look very similar to something like this. And there's a way to do it, a very very simple way. And again, I thought that I would show you how to do this. Uh, hey Hannah, so cool, yay. Hey Nikki, hey, how's it going? So yeah, we're again, if you're just joining, I'm testing out this software. So feel free to comment. We can bring the comments in, so that's pretty neat there. But yeah, again, if you're just joining us, I'm going to show folks how we can create something like this real quick in Shortcuts a lot and everything. Okay, so let me go ahead and take down these comments here. And right here, I just started with a fresh text here. It's just racers, nothing real special about that. Sort of elongated it and everything. And so I'm sort of going to break this up into sections. So don't need that now. Let's go ahead and create the pattern that we see here, which is the checkerboard pattern. So with that, I just drew a simple shape here, and I held down the Shift button. And I'm going to go over to sizing this here properly. And I just want this keep proportions check marked, and I'm going to have this just be a 1 by 1. So hopefully that works out. So that looks great. And I always forget this, but I need to delete this, go back to my pointer here. So I have this selected. Now it's time to create the checkerboard pattern. Up on the object, duplicate. I can create a couple of these here. So let me go ahead, just get enough. I think that should be enough. And then also going to do the rows. And now I need to space them out. So I'm going to space them out 1 inch since I made them 1 inch squares. And then I'm also going to space these out 1 inch. All right, so looking good. Let me go ahead and click on the OK. So again, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create that checkerboard effect there. And what I did is I selected this and I just moved this up here. All right. And then I selected this and moved this up to here. All right. So, we got the pattern there. I'm going to go ahead and go up to the essentially I'm going to union these. So I'm going to go path union. So that fuses them together, but I need to make sure that some of these edges are touching and stuff. So what I'm doing in Shortcuts a lot 5 here is I'm going to go up to the effects, and I'm just going to create a quick shadow layer of this. So I know that that shadow layer is overlapping with everything. So I'm going to go ahead and click on OK. And now I no longer need the original squares that I created. So I'm just going to deal strictly with this. I can even recolor it to black to sort of fit what I did before. Now the racers. Okay, so again, if you're just joining and everything, watching this live stream here, we're trying to create this effect right here. Having this kind of text, and then create this. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go up here. I'm going to move it into position, and then I'm going to copy this to my clipboard. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on copy. And I'm not going to do anything with it yet, but I need the pattern to be stamped out of the letters here. So I'm going to go ahead and select both of these, and I'm going to go up to path and intersection. And so now we sort of get the checkerboard effect. And the next thing is we need to bring the original letters back into play here. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to Edit, Paste in Place, and that's pretty important. And then to create this effect right here, it's real simple. It's under the Effects menu, and I'm going to go ahead and do a shadow layer. And then this time, instead of doing one on the outside, I'm just going to do one on the inside. So that's where the inset comes into play, and then just increased it just one time. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on OK. And then we're almost done selecting the entire text there, and go up to Object Merge. Oh, there's one thing that I needed to do here. Let me go back here real quick. Because let me go back to this. Okay, so I'm going to go up to Edit, Paste in Place. So I have the letters again. I don't need the intersection thing turned on yet. That's where I went wrong here. So then we go up to the shadow layer, do the inset. Well, if I can select the letters here. Effects, shadow layer, inset. Clicked it up once. That looks good. Click on OK. And then merge these things. So Object Merge. There we go. That's the letters that I wanted to see. And now toggled on the checkerboard pattern, and now it's just a simple path union. So there is how we did the quick checkerboard pattern inside Shortcuts a Lot 5 there. But yes, and then we got Lisa here saying hi from Alabama. Hello. I was actually when I was in the military station down there in Alabama, so down there at Fort Rucker, Alabama. And then let's see, Hannah. Hey, like the scruff, yes. Yeah, where I work now, I mean, not being in the Army anymore, don't have to shave, but yeah, working in an office now, so I don't have to worry about that part. But are any of you guys have Shortcuts a Lot 5 yet? Feel free to comment down below whether or not you do or not. But Shortcuts a Lot 5 was released about mid-July. It seems like lots of people are getting it, liking the new updates that are in it. I know I posted a video going over some of the top new effects that are in Shortcuts a Lot 5. Here's let's see here. Let me take a look here. If you guys are on Facebook, I'm going to make sure you guys come into the Facebook group that we have, where we go over Shortcuts a Lot and stuff like that. And I can post a thing here. Let me see if I can put that on here. But anyways, yeah. So that is the Facebook group. So it's Learn Cricut and Shortcuts a Lot. If you go look on Facebook, that's where it is at and everything. So she says, hi from New Jersey. Hope you do more Shortcuts a Lot 5 videos. I just got it. Yay. Yeah, good. Cool. Yeah, we have a great classroom. This time we, as far as Shortcuts a Lot goes, I mean, we've been testing Shortcuts a Lot 5 for almost a year. A couple other folks and everything. And Sandy has put out a manual, and this time what I've done with her anyway is the manual now that she wrote for Shortcuts a Lot 5. I actually mirrored our Scrappy Doo classroom on that, so that's pretty good. So I think it's like 292 pages or something like that, and each section will have a link where you can actually go and visit the page and stuff. So let me fix this here. But yeah, let's see here. Is it compatible with the Pazzles inspiration? Let me check. That's a good question. Let me check on the Craft Edge website. And I don't have all cutters, so I'm not well versed on all the cutters that are offered. But the other thing I can do is I can even pull this up here, cutter, cut width, and let's see if Pazzles is on there. I got let's see, we got Pazzles inspiration. I do not. Oh, there it is, Pazzles inspiration. So to answer your question, the answer is yes. Pazzles inspiration is on there. Yeah. Now, I got a question for you on this one. I'm interested in seeing what you guys are doing with those. A lot of the embroidery. What she's talking about here is Surecuts Lot 5 now allows you to embed or bring in embroidery designs, and every single one that I bring in, it's just stitches. It's just stitches, and I don't know how people would be utilizing cutting this. The manual. So let me share that link here with you, and I'll put it in the comments and everything, so you guys can check that out. But Sandy has a huge manual. Like I said, 292 pages. I think it's what it is right now, and she's generously linked all the sections that go up to the classroom that we have. So if you like reading, hey, great, it's there for you. And if you need some follow-up advice on how to use the stuff anyway, it's going to be there for you in the video format. But let me check to see what that is real quick, and then I'll post that link in the comments there, definitely. So let me do this real quick and give it a quick find here. But yeah, I made it on our Scrappy Doo classroom website. You'd be able to. It's all the download link's right part of the course. It's the first thing. But let me go ahead and put that in the comment stream there, and you guys can check that out. So hopefully you guys see that stuff there. I'll put the Facebook thing in the comments as well. So let me go ahead and put that in there right there. So there you go there. Well, it's Lisa, it incorporates files that are embroidery type. And let me see if I can bring in a quick demonstration of one as far as the embroidery types. So let me move this. So we'll go ahead and we'll talk about embroidery here. So under the import button here, all readable types, you can see now, and hopefully you guys are seeing this up here, but let's see, where is it? Yeah, all these new, like you got the JEFs, HUSs, and stuff like that to be put in there. Let me see if I have it in here. I gotta find where I put that stuff. Let's see here, because she sent me all the stuff that she used there in her stuff, and I don't know where I put it. So let me see here. Maybe if I do a search for. Unless you can post a link on where you'd find a good embroidery file. Let's see here. JHUS, I know that one. Yeah, I don't remember where I stashed all those those things that she gave me. Maybe I have it here. But yeah, if anybody has some of those files, I can bring it in there. Yeah, I just don't know where they are at this point, so I do apologize for that. Let me see here. As far as I can tell, I've done it with Mandela Designs. Let me see if I can do a search for that real quick. Oh, gotcha. Mandela Designs. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's a good site to download all these. Let me see here. Yeah, well, I was hoping to find one for free that I'd be able to download. But I don't know. Let's see. EMP software to bring it in a design. So, yeah, let me see if I can bring one in. Again, I just don't know where I placed all these things, because we're just doing so much testing and everything with this software that I just don't know where I placed everything. Shortcut Select 5, used in videos. Yeah, sorry, I just don't. I wasn't prepared for something like that, so I do apologize as far as that goes there. Let's see. I mean, is there anything else that you guys would like to see? I meant if you do have that, if you do have a link, place a link where we have some files that I can download for that embroidery software and stuff. But yeah, if you guys missed the oh yeah, I meant like the top 9 video that we did of all the neat stuff that's in there. You guys should definitely take a look at that. I just wish that I'd have what she did with that. Maybe I might know, because usually we do stuff with Google Drive, so I might have one on there. So we'll check here. Yep, still not seeing it. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, I can't do that stuff there with you. I just don't know where it would be. But again, hey, I'm going to go ahead and looks like we got some people that asking to join the group, so just approved you guys there. But yeah, take a look at the Facebook group. We always like helping folks there. You usually get pretty instant access or pretty instant feedback and stuff whenever you post your question there. Got folks, it's almost like up all the time. Almost got I think almost 5,000 members there in that group. So Hannah says, how does what you see is what you get work with 5? I mean, same concept. Same concept as it would with any other software, I guess. I mean, if you place a square here and you insert your mat, you got the little arrow up there. I mean, you would expect that that square would cut out right exactly on that grid line there. That's the what you see is what you get kind of thing. So if I were to move the square over to the far right, you would expect when I go and cut this that it would show up in the correct position. So I think they even give you a nice preview in this when you do this. So if if I did the cameo here, click done. If I were to go and cut, we see this right there. That we're feeding the paper in, and we're using what you see is what you get, meaning that hey, that square is going to cut it exactly where that mat is, where it is on the mat. Origin point just means wherever your blade is at, so you can see how that square just moved. So what you see is what you get, is however you see it on the mat, and then the origin point is wherever your reference point is as far as your blade goes. So that's the difference. I know it may sound confusing and stuff, but always take a look at the feeder arrow, and that should always help you out with the what you see is what you get. That's the main way that a lot of folks cut is the what you see is what you get. Once you get into a little more advanced, I guess, then you start working with the origin point and knowing exactly where it's going to be cutting out at. Now let me see here if I do see anywhere where we had the embroidery files where I did download it. So so I really wanted to show you that because it is interesting. Let's see here. How's the detail cutting on what you see is what you get? Like, are you talking about how accurate it is, or I guess if you can further define that there, Hannah, and I'll see if I can help you out with that. Let's see here. But yeah, the software that I'm using to record this stuff, like I said, I'm testing this out as well for some folks that are trying to make live streaming software, and wanted to test that out as well. And so it looks like the commenting is working. They had some issues with that earlier, but okay. So Hannah further clarified that how's the detail cutting. I meant it should be pretty accurate, and if it isn't, then I meant definitely let Craft Edge know about that so that they can correct it. But it should be pretty spot on when it comes to that, and it definitely needs to be when you're talking about doing print and cuts and stuff, because that's when it's really really important when it comes to that stuff. Let me see here. I think I may be almost close to finding those files. We'll see here. Maybe it was too big. I don't know where she put that. Oh well. All right. Can you import delicate images? I guess could you define delicate? I mean, do you have a link example of what you're looking for? Because whenever you're talking about images and bringing it in, I mean, you have to trace the item first, and that's half the battle is tracing and everything. Let me see if she. Yeah, I'm asking her right now to see if she knows where she put those files, or whether or not she sent me those embroidery files or not. Let's see here. So Marion asked, what is SCAL? So it stands for Sure Cuts a Lot. It was created back in 2009. I used to work with the old Cricut machines and stuff. and it was just a way for you to design and cut whatever you want without having to pay for any subscriptions, pay for any cartridges or anything like that. And then Sure Cuts a Lot and Provo Craft came up with a settlement of no longer supporting the Cricut machines, and they said, you know what, there's a lot of machines out there, a lot of machines out there than just Cricut, and so now it has a lot of machines that it is compatible with, and allows you to draw and design whatever you like with ease. I always, I always like showing some folks, you know, just some of the things that you take for granted when it comes to like shadowing text and stuff like that. I mean, you can, um, if I were to take this here and I'd want to create some shadowing effect with this. Let me go ahead and change the color real quick. I mean, it may take you a little bit in some of these other programs and so on, but if I can go up here to the effects menu and go to shadow layer, I can increase the shadow, and not only do I have one, but I can create multiple shadows with ease. So again, that's just one minor thing that you can do, and then it saves it as an SVG. So if your machine allows SVG files, hey, it puts it right. It allows you to cut with that SVG file. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and do that. So Marion asks, what's the cost on it? Well, you can find that on the Craft Edge website and stuff, and I'll post a link here. Let me do that, and find this link here for you. But yeah, I mean, Sure Cuts a Lot is really, really neat, and it's staying up with the times and everything. It's constantly being updated. Sure Cuts a Lot 5 just came out, a month and a half ago and everything. Why it's not letting me type on here? But yeah, let me pull that up. And then I'll share the screen here with us. So, okay, so I can share my Google Chrome here, Craft Edge. There it is. So there's the Craft Edge website, and all you gotta do is click on Sure Cuts a Lot, and you can click on the, let me move this out of here. So you got the products. They got several products. If you don't have the Sizzix Eclipse, all other machines are like right here. So you click the Buy Now, and there's the prices. So right now, if you don't have Sure Cuts a Lot, it's $59.99, and then they have the special upgrade pricing right now. So $24.99. And then they do have a Pro version, and it looks like their Pro version right now is $109. Okay, so take a look at that stuff. So again, lots of neat new features there with Sure Cuts a Lot 5. Let me see this. All right, yeah. So I'll post that link here. And if you do purchase, make sure you use that link that we give you. Let me do that here. There you go. Yeah. If you use that link that we give you, it helps Scrappy Doo out. Actually, that all goes to the wife. She uses that there. So let me do that. Let me go here. primary display. Yeah, so yeah, that's the craft edge, and then you do have the optional there to click that check mark there to add the Shortcuts Lot 5 classroom, and that comes with all the videos and stuff. Normally $75, but they got it. We give them the ability to give you a discount at the end of the checkout, so it's just $30 to have all those videos there. So yeah, check that out. Yeah, so you would use the Shortcuts Lot 5 as far as your question there. So here's the deal with that. So Shortcuts Lot 5 does not interact directly with Cricut Air. However, it does give you the ability to export your creation to an SVG format, so that way you'd be able to just go ahead and turn that into Cricut Design Space, all right, as an SVG. So you can't cut directly with the program, but that's perfect. It creates an SVG file, and again, a lot of people what they do enjoy with Shortcuts a lot, anyway, is the ability to create and then just simply import. And it does come with a Design Space compatible SVG exporter, so it's not going to give you any funky errors or anything like that when you try to import it. It's just going to import it perfectly, the way sized, everything perfectly. So if you save a 1 inch by 1 inch square, it's going to import into Cricut Design Space as a 1 inch by 1 inch square. So that's pretty neat as well. Let's see here. So the Pro. Is it worth getting 5 Pro? I have 5, and I don't use it for cutting. So the Pro has some features that are on there that some folks like to take advantage of. If you are into tiling, where that means if you're cutting a larger image, bigger than your mat, and you're liking to splice it up into several slices there, that might be beneficial. If you don't use it to actually cut with your machine, there's not a lot more that you can do with the Pro version. I know Sandy's manual talks about some of the Pro features and stuff that are in it. Let me see what, because I remember asking the creator. So he said that what the Pro adds is an extended cutting length to cut longer than 72 inches. Okay. It also gives you, if you do any vinyling, the weeding option. So that's pretty neat. I do like the weeding part. Tiling. Again, some of these features you may not be using with this, which is cut by color, color layer alignment, and then some of the effects on there, like 3D extrude. Let me, I just got, I don't need Shortcuts Lot 4 open. I need 5. The, that feature is this. Again, some of these features you're not going to use on a daily basis, so it might not even be worth it for you. But again, if you plan on updating and upgrading your cutters, it may be more beneficial for you to do that stuff there. So 3D extrude sort of looks like that. So it just puts something like that on there, right? Perspective, gets you that. So that's one of the Pro features. But the big ones are weeding, tiling, those kinds of things. And if you're into importing DXFs or PLTs file formats, so that's again something that Pros only do. Okay. Let's see here. Is there any more? Yeah, she says, yeah, I have a Cricut. I have a Cricut that's easy. Yeah. So again, just let everybody know, Cricut. Shortcuts Lot 5 doesn't work with Cricut, but it does allow you to export SVG files, so you can use it in your Cricut Design Space. And if you are fortunate enough to have a Cricut that Shortcuts Lot version 2 used to work with, you still have the ability of send into Scal 2. So you still have that version right there. So you can still send it to Shortcuts a lot 2 there. Yeah, it's yeah. There you go. It seems like catching up to fun time and everything. Yeah, let me see if she responded yet with that. Nope, she didn't respond yet. So, oh, I guess she did. Let's see. I think she's going to try to send me one. And we'll see if we can get that in there. Yeah, I don't know why my computer is running a little bit slow here. But we'll see here which ones. Yes. Let's see here. All right. So she says, "What do you mean when you say weeding? How's that feature work?" So yeah. So let me see if I can do a quick demo of that here. Let me zoom in a little tighter in the Shortcuts a lot here. So what's it mean by weeding? So let me go ahead and cancel this. So say you needed to cut this out of vinyl, and you needed to add some lines there to sort of help you out with this. And I think it's under here. Let's see. Yep. And so we got weeding. And you can see this little right here. We have the little shape outline right there. And you have the ability to click on here, and it's going to add a line through this. So let me make this a little bigger so we can sort of see this here. All right, so you have your array of stuff that you can use. Again, if you're like the O, if you're trying to get some of those pieces out there, you can click on that, and you can sort of help peel the stuff. But yeah, that's what the weeding stuff does. So you get to select those buttons there, and then you can pick and choose how you want these things to slice there. So you can see that's just going straight through there to sort of help you with the weeding process. And hopefully that makes sense there. Yeah. Yes, I agree, but I did see this the other day, Hannah, that the Cricut folks out there, as far as design space goes, they were putting their feelers out there to sort of see what an offline program might look like and sort of get ideas on how people might utilize it and what's really important to them. Like, is it important for you to have access to your images? Do you want to be able to cut offline? Those types of feeler questions, and that to me tells me that they hopefully plan on making something that's going to be offline. Obviously, they don't want to make, I mean, that'd be a huge download. Just think about it, all those images and stuff. So if they make it more like the iPad, where you can just download certain things that you're looking for, that you might be utilizing, and you don't need internet, I think that might be the way to go. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Love it for exporting to Cricut. Hate it for hate Cricut Design Space. Yep. So again, a drawback. They're very proprietary as far as what they want. They want to control. It's like they want to control every aspect of their machine as well as software, and they restrict you to having online stuff. I really wish that they would open it up to other software programs in order to utilize it. I think that they would definitely sell some more there. But then again, they may lose some money because you got to have the subscriptions and stuff in order to to have all that stuff. So I just got the embroidery zip file. Let me go ahead and open it. Alrighty. So someone was asking about, or I was asking about embroideries, not someone, but let me go ahead and close out of this here. So yeah. And again, the weeding for the Pro, you click on the OK, and then when you go and cut this with your cutter, it should be applied there. You can even sort of see it that it's there right now. Okay. I haven't tested this out yet as far as the weeding goes. You may be able to export that. It looks like you would be able to export that as an SVG file and bring that into like Cricut Design Space and stuff for your weeding pleasures there. All right, so let's see here. They became greedy. What business doesn't want to make money? But yeah, so let's let me show you the files there, and let me go back to a cutter here. For all my videos, I don't try to support any cutter in them, so I always go with the standard blue that's there. All right, so we were talking about embroidery files. Let me go ahead and bring one of those in, and and here's the other. Maybe they'll do this in the future, but I have no idea what some of these things are. So we'll try some of these. Again, you're going to see some trial and error here of what opens up. All right, so from your point of view here, it looks like a pretty neat thing. If I expand this a little and I go to preview, apologize. All right, so look at all these nodes. If we zoom in here, it looks like chicken scratch and everything, but that's an embroidery file. That's where the stitch work is going. And so I really, truly, honestly don't, and I'd like somebody to show me how this can be used. I don't know if it's going to be, etching. That's something I can think of, but I really haven't seen anybody cut something like this yet. So if you do have Shortcuts Live 5 and you do use embroidery files and you have a project that you've done, make sure you post them. You can either post them in that Facebook group that we have there, or send me an email and everything, and we'll get you. I want to see what that stuff looks like. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, if there's any other features that you're looking for me to quickly demo, feel free to ask. See if I missed anything there. But yeah, let me go ahead and zoom back out there. But yeah, that's the embroidery file type there. Let me zoom out. That. There we go. That thing kept coming back in there. All right. Yeah, embroidery file types. That's what they look like. Not sure what's going to be a good use for those at. I know some folks are, in the, let's see here. Yeah, I can probably see that. A pen could be drawn in that stuff as well. But I just can't see someone trying to cut that, and I know that there's somebody out there in the video land, their world, saying, hey, all you got to do is just simplify this over and over and over, and then it starts to look good, and it doesn't. It doesn't. It looks worse. Looks worse than what it started out with. Um, all right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, send me one tomorrow. Whenever you have the time. Don't forget. Don't forget. And we'll take a look at it because, like I said, I want to see what a good example of this would look like. I mean, I was even trying to think about, well, man, maybe I can just do a screenshot and then just have it retrace it. But um, I just don't know. I mean, even if I were to, um, yeah, if you go up here to do like a shadow blackout here, I don't know. Let's see how that looks out. So I guess you may be able to do that there. Let me see what that looks like in the preview. Yeah, I can see that there. So that's a little matte there, I guess. So yeah, maybe you could do a drawing and then do the shadow layer and have it cut it out, so it's like a little contour cut. So yeah, good thinking there, guys. I just it was just boggling me on what it could be used for. I mean, when I was shooting videos for it, I was like, I don't know what people would use this for. I meant people say that they were wanting this, the ability to bring those in, but I just didn't think of a way for that to happen. Let's see here. But you can see it would be definitely a hot mess there. Because if we were to, I mean, even if we were to, one of the things I always look for is, I mean, if you go to, I think it's simplify, you can sort of see like all the nodes that are on there, and I meant 8,000 nodes, 8,000 of those little tiny dots going around there. So simplify, yeah, look at all those dots. Yep, lots of dots, hot mess, hot mess. But yeah, also guys, if you could give some feedback on this. I mean, is the video quality pretty good? Am I skipping at all? Those are some things that I was trying to test out for these streaming guys here. Because I told them I'd give them a quick test on the software and everything as far as broadcasting to you. Because they again, software is pretty neat. And I can change a few scenes here. Let me. Oh, there we go. Have something like that. But, but yeah. And then hopefully the audio quality is pretty good as well. And don't forget to sign up for that Facebook group, guys. Okay. Well, if there isn't any more questions or anything like that, like I said, I just wanted to hop on real quick. Not only test out the software, but sort of do a software demo of the racer things that we saw here. So the shortcuts a lot work with the Brother Scan and Cut machine. It does indirectly, very much like the Cricut Explorer groups, Cricut Design Space groups. So what Shortcuts a lot will do, you can either export the stuff as an SVG file, or you have the ability to export it as a scan to cut thing. So, and if you do that, not scan to cut. It's going to be you're going to export this, and then you have the ability to change it to a scan and cut file type. So that's what that one's for. Alrighty. Yeah, it's late bedtime. Must be calling. Thank you so much for your help. Catch you next time. Video's great on the iPad. Hey, thanks. Thanks a bunch. Appreciate it. Like I said, the software I'm using is called Ecamm. It's for Mac only. So, yeah, I wanted to test out the comments and everything like that. Audio is great. Super. Yay. Love that. No reverb. That's good. You may hear some crickets in the background. That's because since we had my daughter and everything, I had to give up the office space, and I'm in the garage. I'm in the garage right now, so that's why you may hear some crickets out here. It's not that I'm out in the woods or anything, but I left the garage door open the other night, and a few of them snuck in there. So, alrighty. Well, it's nice meeting all of you ladies, guys, and everything. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you came by and watched the stuff again, make sure if you're interested in the Shortcuts Lot 5, use our link that we posted in the comments. Definitely helps us out as far as Scrappy-Doo goes, and get those courses. Watch the videos. Get the manual. Lots of stuff to learn with this. Okay, so till next time, maybe we can do some more of these things here, as long as I get some topics. And if you join the group, submit a topic, and we'll see if we can do another one of these little live hangouts. Okay, so nice meeting everybody. We'll see you later. Take care. Bye.